just feeling like sewing. So I'm going to just turn my camera on, let it go, and see what I end up making. I'm trying a new setup, sorry, and right now I'm doing this on my phone. I wonder if I can get a little better angle. And I'm going to say, maybe? Let's see. We'll see. Again, I am just playing, and you guys are welcome to hang out with me to see if anything happens in our chat. Let's see. All right, so I went to Motivation, which, hi, Pat. Hi, Maria. I just feel like sewing. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to let you guys just hang out with me. So, you see this? It's backwards. I know I'm on my phone right now. But this is Wild Honey by Lella Boutique with Moda, and I met her at Motivation. And this is her new line, Wild Honey, and I'm been playing with it. I started this when I was at Motivation, so I thought I'm just going to sit. And by the way, I just got through binding all of these quilts. Finally, that means soon I'm going to be able to do my show and tell video and bring you guys up to date on everything because I have so many quilts that I just wasn't able to finish. Hi, Brianna and Marlene and Norma. I know, thank you. It's like, yes. But I'm going to just play with this. So what I've decided to do is she had given us a pattern that she had written. And honestly, I looked at that when I was in Dallas, and I'm like, I do not have the brain power or want to do anything complicated. So I decided I was going to make this, because I brought the book with me. This is out of the big 3-yard quilt book, the new one. And it's on page 7, no, page 6. It's called Charisma. And it's got these big blocks. And so what I decided to do, she had given us all the fabric that we needed to make her quilt. You guys get a lot of... I'm trying to actually see more down here. And I don't have the pattern right here, but her quilt's really pretty, but I just wasn't going to make it. Not that day. And I wanted to play with her fabric. So what I did is I've made the blocks that would be the center block for these. I just made a 9 patch. That's all I did with it. And then I put the little trim around it because it does have a trim. And that's all I'm doing is I'm just making these blocks with the 9 patches, and I do believe I'm going to do probably I'm not sure how big this is going to go. I just am working with this as a guide, and I'll expand it and make it bigger. Hi Donna, I am just sewing just for fun, and this is one of the new lines that I had shown last night, but doesn't come out till November. But I have fabric, and she had also given us like yardage, so I have this fabric. This is the white that goes with it as a honeycomb print, and this fabric. And there's actually quite a bit of it to make the pattern she had given us, which, like I said, I just decided I was not going to do. And so I started just sewing my charm squares together and did this. Just a big 9 patch. How simple, right? And I'm using this pattern. And so right now I'm just going to go back to working on it. And I'm not sure how big it's going to go because I just made a bunch of squares. And I think I'm just going to go as big as it will let me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's some more. Oh, she gave us a layer cake. I have a lot of fabric here. I don't think I'm going to go as many as the layer cake. So let's see how many I have cut out here. You never would have thought to do the 9 patch. Do I have a moderator in the room? I don't think I do. We're going to find Pat. We're going to deal with him anyway. There we go. This is, we're going to, we're going to see how this goes. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm just sewing, and for him to call me gorgeous, that's funny. It's like, right. Okay. I have got 3, 3, 3, 3. So that means I have 9 made. Oh, I have more. I have a total of 12 of these that are made. And that means I have enough to double this. And I have tons of this background fabric. And so if I were to double it, it would make, it doesn't say on this, usually does. Well, I don't need a pattern. I'm just going to keep making it as wide as I can. All right. You did lose your wrench, Pat. Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, it's weird. Anyway, this is a quilting channel, so we are cut, pin, sew, and repeat. Sorry, it's backwards. If you can behave, you can hang out in here with us. We get a lot of new people that are just popping on because we're live, and it's not uncommon to get inappropriate comments. So yes, Leela Boutique, available in November. It is called Wild Honey. Isn't that pretty? So these are my blah blah blah, what you call it, layer cake pieces that I still have left. And clearly, maybe I'll patch it together to make the back. I don't know. Look at my hair. I look really funny. Anyway, I just don't care anymore. But anyway, I have all this fabric, so I have a feeling I'm going to make multiple quilts with this. But right now I just wanted to play. And then I have a couple more quilt blocks that I had cut out. I only have 4, so I don't think I'm going to get very far with those. And if I need more, I have a start. So I'm going to put that over there. This is really pretty. It went straight out of your head. All right, so let's see what I could. Okay, so right now what I've done, I have 12 9 patches that I made when I was at Moda. And 3 of them I have already put this little trim on, which is what the pattern calls for. So, and the pattern actually has you doing 2 different color trims. So you've got, see how half of them are red and half of them are white, that little box that goes around it. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do 2 different colors. And I have a lot of blue. I am thinking maybe I'll do blue and white. That might be pretty. But I also have all this light blue. And so what do you guys think I should do? Should I make it light blue, dark blue, or dark blue, white? I kind of think the dark blue, white, but I would like to pull the light blue in because otherwise I think the back is a little too striking. Okay, I think I answered my question. Maybe I should just do these 2 colors, except I've already started to border them with blue. I can change this pattern up however I want, and I actually could put the dark blue around all the boxes and then make the stripes be the light blue and the white. Blues! I don't eat. Alright, so should I do blue, light blue, white with the blue that borders the big boxes? Whoop. And that might, maybe I'll do that with just the only blue. Blue is your favorite color, says Maria. Not white, do something different. Alright, well then maybe I'll do the blues. I'm totally fine doing the blues. Didn't someone just post a Quiltabella quilt using this? Or something using this on the Facebook group? Anyway, I think so. But this is super cute. Can you guys see the print that's on it? It's honeycomb with little bees. It's actually the same print that you see on this green, but it's the white. Oh, look, I already cut the white out. So I don't have to use this, but I did cut the white. I thought I was farther along than I was doing. Blue is your favorite color. Okay. Oh, this could be an inner border. I'll put this to the side. That's what I'm gonna do. So anyway, I decided to turn the camera on. It's like, you know, instead of trying to make a video and figure out how to film it, I have to stand up and go get my stuff, which I don't want to do. I thought, you know what, this isn't really anything worthy of a tutorial, so I'll just let you guys hang with me. I don't know what you guys can see what's going on down here. Not a whole lot, right? And actually, I don't need these. Well, I do. Nope, I'm just going to put these here. Because they're going to get folded up probably a couple more times before I am done. See, I'm doing it again right here. So I need more of the dark blue, and then I'm going to start cutting the light blue. It looks like it wants to rain here, and I'm okay with that because it's been really warm, really warm. All right, so I always work with this little board. Doesn't matter how much space I have, and as you can see, I also have a cutting mat here, but I like this because I can turn it and get the angles how I need and then turn it. I'm just funny. I think I've mentioned this several times, but I started quilting, like really getting into quilting when I was very limited on space, and I've just kind of adapted, and it's just what I use, even though I don't have to. Okay, so those pieces are 1 inch. Yes. Sometimes it's easier to just measure it instead of look it up. All right, yeah, this is not even exciting. Although I have to tell you, Marlin is out. Oh, that's okay, Bonnie. The sale goes all week. So if you see something on there that you want on the replay, just email Mr. Fixit at softsquares.com and let us know. You can cut out sling bags while I sew. We're having kids sew tomorrow at the library. Oh, how fun. So Marlin is out in the she shed with my sister, his daughter, and Saren, our regular helper. They are redoing our inventory because we just have not been able to get on top of it. Hi, Joe. So we're taking a minute after the orders from last night that came in process, and they are working away in the shed, and it has been quite warm. And we have a very large swamp cooler, like industrial, like for a shop, that his son has let me use. And so he's wheeled that thing outside, so it's out there by where they're working in the shed, because the shed's kind of toasty warm. No wonder I'm hiring. Yeah, I know. We've got to do a physical count again, and we're about to get into Advent season, where nothing other than the regular, nothing other than Advents besides our normal sales and stuff will be happening. So we won't be doing or have time to do the Advents. And I mean, inventory. My brain is not working. Anyway, and are you really only an inch? Nope, you are bigger than an inch, and I should not have just been cutting. It's 1.25 inches, and that's because I didn't read my book. All right, let's go back to reading. 1.5 inches. Okay, well, I have two really skinny dark blue. I just have all this fabric to play with. I guess that's what I'm going to be doing. Did you hear Piper's little woof? There you go. I think there's some thunder, and that's what she's responding to. A little bit of roar, rumble going on outside. And that's not big enough. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Actually, Marlene, maybe what we'll do is for the retreat, you know, you guys get a field trip over here so you can go check out the shop, and maybe we'll put you to work. Have you guys do our inventory, finish the inventory, or at least work on the inventory. No, we will not do that. But yeah, I'm really happy that I've got the helpers that I have today, because it's been hit and miss. It's just been that way. All right, so I need 3 more blue of the dark blue. And see, here's the light blue. It happens to be the center square right there in the middle. And we'll lift these up. I'm about about to start my Happy Hallows block of the month, like the Make It Merry. I've got everything sitting here, but I really wanted to bind all of those and finish something I started. You guys remember last year I had a quilt on the wall. It was a Christmas quilt and I couldn't find a block, and anyway I made the block at this last retreat, and this is it. So I now have the final missing pieces. They are ornaments. So I have all the pieces in here to lay out the quilt, and it just so happens that my design wall is empty because I just took some big things off of it. So I am actually going to try to lay this out on my wall and then get the sashing figured out. And because my blocks are not exactly how they should be, my sashing is going to have to be workhorse shop. My sashings I'm going to have to figure out as I go, but honestly I'm pretty used to doing that. And a lot of my quilts that I made, which I would love to turn into patterns at some point, that's how I figured it out in the first place. Just kind of backed into it. All right, you guys can watch me. So I know it's so exciting. You guys can see my mess over there. These are all my t-shirts with all the different sayings on them. I don't have room in my closet, and the grid wall, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have grid wall hanging out in here. It's actually at the wall we're sitting at here. I used to do boutiques and stuff. And speaking of, that sounds like Marlon's daughter and her friend, which is Sarah, the one that's been working for me, want me to do some boutiques. And I'm like, only if you guys do them, because I do not have the energy. But that would mean we probably have to dismantle this room, because I've been using it around the room. But the point is, there's a bar, like where the shirts are hanging, right there, that was used when I would set this up as a boutique, little pop-up boutique. And it's now kind of incorporated in this room. I used to do that all the time. So I have a lot of equipment that I kind of repurposed. One block. So I can see what's going on in there. Yeah, I'm just, I have to stay out of the heat. And this time of day, I can't be outside. I just cannot, no matter how much happens. I get super hot just sitting in here, and my thermometer is just broken, so. But I have enough to do inside. It works. Oh, shoot. Do you guys have that problem? I do with my, whoa, we just lost a light. With my foot pedal, how did I have this? There we go. The foot pedal on my machine cuts, and I let one of Marlon's daughters use my machine yesterday, and now I'm hitting that button all the time. So I don't know if it's a setting, because I used to bump it once in a while, but like all day long today I've been bumping it. And it's frustrating. I don't want it to just stop and cut in the middle of the thing. And I'm still using pinking shears. What's your guys' thought on that? I don't know what if it's okay, or should, you know, a thing you should do or could do with your sewing. But I don't have any big scissors sitting right here. I have these little ones. And pinking just gives you that nice pinked edge. Do I have enough to do? I do. I love this machine though. Love it. Well, except for that. And I cannot figure out how to use my automatic threader. I used to sell machines. I would show people how to do it all the time. I have other machines with the automatic threader. I can make it work. But this, the needle, the eye is over here instead of here. And the way that the thing comes down, my brain doesn't get it. So I'm manually having to do it. And so I have to get my little manual threader out. So I wish I could use that. I just can't quite coordinate my... See, I just did it again. I need to be able to relax and not cut my thread when I put my foot down. Yeah. You love your, I do too. I love my Juki. Yeah, this was my Christmas present a year and a half ago. Marlon never knows what to get me. And it was super easy. I just said, I want this. He's like, good, go get it. He stresses so much over stuff like that. I think he's not alone. Anyway, love it. I have other machines and I still really like them. I also have 2 FOFs and I really, really like them. But they're just not this machine. I do this one. But they have all the fancy stitches. So for the applique quilt that I'm working on, you'll see me using that one. Because this is straight stitch only. I can't even do anything. Did you get a package from Softsquares, Marlene? I'm expecting some stuff from Riley Blake today, and I'm expecting something from Patchabilities. I don't know if you guys are on their email list or even know who they are. Patchabilities does the cute little wall hangings that I have. We're going to start focusing more on those again. But the point is they called me and said, hey, we have a new pattern. It's the Highland Cow. We'd like to send it to you because they know I want their stuff. And it's on its way here. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. I'm going to show you guys the pattern next Monday. It is so cute. This Highland Cow wall hanging with flowers. It's adorable. But I should be getting that today, I hope. My 1/4 inch is not a quarter. It's like an 1/8. That's one thing, another thing about the Juki that I love, except my FOF had the guide on the foot and I'm just kind of lazy and used to relying on that guide. Do I have enough to make this side work with that? Let's see here. No. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I do. I should have been planning this a little better. What else going on in here? It's a co. What? Or a coup. See, I can't read very well. I just saw C-O look like an E. Funny. That's us, the co's. Sorry about that light, guys. Let's see if I can. You guys get to see my messy, messy corner. This is the setup I used to have before I moved in this house. And then Marlon made me that 4x8 counter height table that I stand at. And I have sewing machines sitting on it, and I've been doing tutorials from there. But I don't have the ability to sit and reach everything and basically do what I'm doing right now with sit and sew and cut. And I don't have to get up and run around the counter. And I have a little design wall here that I can play with, but that I do end up over on the big design wall. But this is just like, this is my preferred sewing. And it's a number that's a spam. I don't know about you, but I'm on someone's list. All right. And look at that. I can do that. Yep. And fun. Let's see here. I missed some chat. Now my thing's falling off its little stand. You know, Brianna, the applique, you actually can choose to not do it at all. As long as you don't plan to wash it, because the adhesive is temporary. So if it just stays a wall hanging, you might be fine. But really, applique is fun. It is fun, and I like it. So try it. You might like it. What commercial is that from, guys? You'd like to just hang it? You can. And typically you don't really usually wash the wall hanging. Sometimes they get dirty, but it just, they're a little more secure with the stitching. But it's fun. And eventually, not today, but I will be doing some applique, and hopefully you'll watch me do that and you'll see it's not so bad. Look at all this fabric. I mean, I have, I don't know, probably 3 yards of this. This is 2 yards right here, and I've already cut a bunch off. 2.5. Yeah, she had given us 3 yards of this one. So I have plenty, and not quite as much of this one, but yeah. Her quilt was so cute though. I will have to show you guys the pattern on it. It's not available yet though. So what they do at Moda is they help us to get familiar with them and their designers and what's coming out. And so what we got were previews of upcoming lines like this one. And where's my long ruler? That's what happens when I talk. The and then they give us exclusive things. So we have exclusive patterns that are not available to anybody yet. And the pattern for this is one of those. And the pattern that I just sent to Leanna that you'll be seeing her work on this week, that is a Heather Briggs from Sunbonnet Soup. That is also an exclusive pattern that nobody can order but me, because I went there, well, and the other 120 people that were there, but you know, not all the shops. And it doesn't come out until September. I think I need a different blade, but that would require standing up. I don't want to stand up. And I actually do have these gigantic scissors over here. I just, oh my gosh. All of a sudden, my blade is bad. I have been doing a lot of cutting over here though. I did my whole Make It Merry with this. And by the way, Starla gave me this for my birthday. Isn't that sweet of her? I don't carry these in my shop, but I should. It's Martelli. It's ergonomically, it's awesome. I love it. In fact, I have all these other rotary cutters, and out in the shop area, we use the straight ones like this, you know, but the 45. We use those. But this one, no, it's mine. Not sharing. Have you seen such a mess? No, I have not. I'm sure you have not. This is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. These are available in our shop, actually. These are from Creative Notions. So Vicki and I are friends, and I was able to buy a bunch of her notions because her notions are really, really cool. And it says Creative Notions on there. She also does an Advent, oh no, I do Advent box. She does a subscription box, which is super awesome. And if you guys don't have it yet, you should look into it. And Leanna has been getting her boxes. I used to get them, and then I asked Vicki to send them on to Leanna because I was not having the time to put her stuff together, and Leanna will just hop right on and get them out. And so you might have seen her doing some stuff with that. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at is Creative Notions. We carry a lot of her rulers and scissors and templates because I know the owner. And I really like her stuff. So yeah, these scissors are really nice. They're really nice. They're 8-inch dressmaking shears, and they're a nice heavy weight. I'm kind of going about this the long way today because I'm talking, and I don't do very well at talking and doing things. I think some of you figured that out. Pellon makes a wash and gone stabilizer. I bought some, but I haven't used it yet. Yes, Brendan, I like the sound of the shears. I really like the nice heavy stuff. Okay, who remembers this? Did anybody get my 2023 advent calendar? Because this was one of the projects in there, and I just happened to be using it. It will hold multiple pair of scissors. And actually, since I have these really big ones, I could put those in here too. This is not intended for two really big pairs. But that was kind of fun. So I just mostly use it with this. All right. Matthew McConaughey is in the building. So we're going to be doing more patchability, and as soon as that Highland Cow pattern gets here, I'm going to make it, and I think I'll do a tutorial on it to help show you how it's not scary. But it's so cute, and I have yet to make any of the patchability patterns because I've been too busy with other things, and I haven't had the chance to really sit down and sew until just recently. So I've had the patchabilities that I have to show were made by some of you guys, or I bought them or were given them from the Gallup patchabilities. Let's see here. Little scissors. So I'm going to make my first patchabilities, and I'm going to do that Highland Cow. So Pat, you'll be able to order it soon. Hi, Janet, or Hugh Janice. Hugh, this is a quilting channel. That's what we talk about here. And I'm just doing a free sew, and we're just kind of chatting. So if you want to contribute that way, you can. I haven't put my other end on yet. Okay, this is not good. What are you getting hooked on? What are you hooking on? That's weird. The tension's really tight. I don't know why. Quilting in the country. Oh, Leanna, hello. Leanna, I might need your moderating skills. We'll have to keep an eye on some chat. And some people lost their wrench, and I actually think you might have lost your wrench too. That's shimmer white. Sorry, Pat, I don't have any more of it, and I'm not sure where I got it. But we don't have any more of that shimmer white, and I have been too busy to even think to look for it. I am really sorry about that. I need to do that. Let's see here. You are not the right size. Started to sew that side on, and I don't have this side done. Leanna, I sent the fabric that you asked yesterday, and priority mail to your house is 3 days. And that was the only option that I had from home for the weight that it was. So 3 days from yesterday. Sorry. You must live out in the, you know, in the mountains. You just sent it to me last week. Yeah, yes, we did send you that. I just don't have any more yet. Okay, I can now sew this side on. Let's go back over to here. Oh, and I have, no, darn it. See, I'm going to have to, I hate that. But I will do it. The problem is it's going to look like a square. So I'm going to cut it back so it doesn't end up that the corner has a square. That would just be weird. That's what's going to happen with this. This is how I sew, by the seat of my pants. Stitch me up with Lainey Grace. Hi. I don't think I've heard of you before. Welcome. Okay. I am trying to stay out of the heat and get stuff done. And I needed to sew. It's just so nice to do. Don't you guys agree? Do you feel that same way where you just kind of need the... Darn it. I just woke up. My honey woke me up from a super long nap. Aww. Well, Leanna, don't stress over it. Don't worry about it. Hope you can do what you need to do. I do not like what I just did. You know how my rotary cutter was not my friend? Well, when I cut it manually, do you see how that big dip is? This is a problem. You would think. Anyway, it's not straight. And that's because I chopped at it with my scissors instead of the rotary. Yeah, it's very frustrating that I just can't seem to do anything right now. You're not even the right width at all. That was 1 1/4 or less. So this is 1 1/4. Yes, I rip to get things off. I just rip. Alrighty. Well, Leanna, I'm so glad to see you in my life. I can't hit your lives because I'm not up that early. Although, I have been still up when you've gone live before. But, yeah. Looks like you have a lot of fun. Okay. Let's get this one to be my friend. This is the right size. This is all gonna work out. Da da ta da ta da ta da. Ripping, it's my fault. Oh, I taught you a bad habit. I won't rip batik, and I won't rip against a tight stitch. And if I give it a tug and there's resistance, I don't rip. But usually, I can rip. That's awesome. All right, this. Will you fit on here? No. I'm gonna see if I can. I didn't do this very smart. If I were doing this smart and I was really trying to avoid seams, I would have done a mixture of long and short seams on one strip instead of done all my short seams, because now I'm gonna end up with pieces that I have to piece just to the sizing to work. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. it's a little faster, huh, Leanna? I don't have the patience. Although on one of the bindings I just did, I had to unpick a part of it in the middle of it, and the binding was it was a pretty tight stitch, and then with all the layers it went through, it made it even tighter. So that one was a bugger to undo. But I had to get my seam ripper out, and I did, and I got it. If anyone's wondering, Shannon, Marlin, one of Marlin's daughters, and Sarah are all in the shed counting fabric bolts. And because I can't handle the heat, I'm inside. Lucky me. Not so lucky you. Look like you're not wide enough, mister. Oh, are you another skinny piece? It is. I'm struggling. I'm just struggling. So the trick to ripping, in case you guys want to seam rip the way I do, is you give it a tug, but when you come to a joint, hold it. Otherwise it will go down that way too. So there you go. Seam ripping. I think I accidentally cut one of those sections at 1 1/4, and that actually was making a big difference in what I was seeing. That 1/4 inch. The retreat was fun, and I'm having another one, Raven. Well, I didn't have one before. I went to one with Leanna. We had our own. But I'm having a retreat. There's a couple spots left. And it's only in a month. Today it's July 1st, and it's on August 5th, something like that. That's basically 5 weeks away. You know, scraps drive me crazy, and so the fact that I have all these random remnants, or you know what I mean, it's just driving me crazy. Sorry, Raven. But I have scrap bins that are labeled 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, 3, 3 1/2, and above. And so these pieces right here that are 1 1/4 will go into the 1 inch bin, and then when I need something, then I'll get them all trimmed down. But yeah, they're going in the scrap bin. They're not wasted. They're just not functional for this project. All right. I'm using a tan thread right now because I think it will be fine for piecing, especially with the color scheme of this fabric line. But I hate changing my thread, and I just changed it so many times to do all the binding I did. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna leave it on. You can see it, sir. It's fine. It works great for this. Okay, you are scrap up there. You are good, but short. You are scrap. You are good, but short. Well, I can fix that. We'll just do this. Oh, all bad. All bad, Raven. That's all right. We're going to do some videos while up there. It'll be just like you come anyway. Let's see. I want to know why I cut this the way I did. Don't ask why. Just live with it, Lynn. Just live with it. right, well, here's another block. Another one bites the dust. We shall do this now. The July challenge is Christmas in July. And so you need to make a quilt or wall hanging that reads as a Christmas project. You can use Christmas fabric on a traditional pattern, which makes it Christmassy. You can also take some of those really cute patterns that are Christmassy, like there's one of, I think it's called Down the Chimney. It's Santa with his feet sticking out the Did you hear that? I just cut it. Anyway, Santa's feet sticking out the chimney, and honestly, that's applique. There's Jennifer Long has a lot of really cute patterns that have like nativity and manger and stuff like that. So, or just a big star, whatever, a Christmas tree, whatever it is, has to read as a Christmas tree. So, Christmas. It has to read as a Christmas quilt, and so if you use a regular pattern, just use Christmas fabric with it. Now, you have to use one of 4 pattern designers, and the pattern designers are Lamb Farm Designs, Corey Yoder of Coriander, Jennifer Long, which is Sew a Story. That doesn't look right. Sorry, I got distracted. No. Oh, I'm good. And Phoebe Moon, sorry. I know, yeah, don't put your quilts off. And all you need is your top. So get your stuff right. And the month of July at Softsquares, as well as a whole bunch of other places, but it's Christmas in July. So we're going to do a bunch of stuff with Christmas this month to help get you guys going on your Christmas projects. So yeah, it's exactly what it is you need a little nudge sometimes, get you going. I have to tell you, a couple years ago, I was trying to promote my shop, my website, and I guess it was only 2 years ago. It seemed like it was forever ago because, you know, time flies. Anyway, this marketing company reached out and they're like, you know, we'll give you a deal and, you know, about this, and this, and give us a try for 3 months. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll try you. And this was like July. And I'm like, my deadline for Christmas marketing is August. And that's just me. And that's because as quilters, we have to make projects and get them quilted and get them finished so that they are done come December. So you can use them in your decor, so you have the gifts ready to give out. You're not going to start a project in December, right? So this company, you know, I was getting very frustrated with them because they were not giving me, they weren't even getting started. They were taking a long time. And they're like, it's okay, don't worry, we've got time. I'm like, no, we don't. We do not. And I did not renew with them after 3 months, and we never got anything else. So it's like, no, the rest of the world, Christmas is later. But for quilters, it's early. Let's see, what did I miss, Raven? Yeah, could have been the swap. Anyway, speaking of swap, I don't know what it is this month because Jeannie runs it for me, but she should be posting it today if she hasn't already, the swap fabrics for the swap group. And this last month our swap fabrics were traditional Christmas. So that made me think of that again. All right, so now I have 6 with the dark blue and 6 more that need light blue, I guess. So we'll do the light blue. Leanna's sleepy. I'm just impressed that you are getting as much done as you are. I'm shocked that you are because you are superhuman. That's all I can say, Leanna. Superhuman. So Starla, we've been keeping our eye on trolls. So if you could watch for that, that would be lovely. I am playing with the Wild Honey line. This is by Lila Batik Vanessa. She gave me this line with a pattern when I was in Moda in Dallas. So this fabric is not out yet. We did have one fat quarter bundle that we had shown last night that if it's not sold, it is available. It's just the one until this fabric comes out in November. So until November, and I am going to order this line. It's really pretty, but I'm excited to see how this comes together. I'm going to make several projects with the layer cake that she gave me. She had a pattern that she gave with us, which is why there's also all this extra fabric, but I opted to make a 3-yard quilt instead. So I'm doing this, and I'm making 9 patches with the 5-inch squares to make my center of those. So yeah, kind of combining two new things. This is that big, make it big book. Oh, okay. We're having issues, Starla. Yeah, a lot of people have lost. You tried to give you a wrench back, Pat, and it wouldn't let me. We did, but I'm not sure. Keep our eye open. So yeah, I can't, it won't let me do it from my phone. I tried. Okay. Starla, look what I'm using, except I need a new blade, and I'm too lazy to start up, so I'm switching from it. But I love it. I'm going to use my little one. There, except you're coming loose. Yeah, I don't know. Something changed overnight from what I've noticed anyway, because now last night with our live, we had people that had crowns, and my sister looked it up, and the crowns meant, and they were numbered 1, 2, 3, top contributors to that chat. Excuse me. And then we also noticed some people didn't have powers to moderate. I'm wondering if YouTube just kind of did like a clean slate and they're like, here, set your stuff up all over again. But I will have to go in there and look at everybody's settings because it's off. I don't know how long I'm going to be on doing live. I'm just, like I said, I felt like sewing and I didn't want to be alone. Marlon's out doing physical inventory in the she shed, and then they're going to move into the garage. This is going to take probably a couple weeks because it's too hot and we have other things that we're trying to do. But he's out there right now with hopefully 3 people. I'm not sure if he still has all 3, but that should make it go faster. And I'm not out there. And I do not feel bad. Actually, I do. I do feel bad. All right. All right, let's try to be a little smarter on this one, Lynn. Well, okay, so yes, I hope none of them do. So I don't think they will. So what it is Marlon, we have this gigantic swamp cooler that his son has used in a workshop, and so I get to use it. I've claimed it last summer. So that's the big noisy thing that we have to turn off during the live. But he was going to take that out to the shed. It's like a small car. It's really big. So it's a swamp cooler. So we're in the desert here, so it's dry. So the humidity is welcomed. Other than it looks like it may rain. So anyway, it's just the way it is here. Uh-oh. Did I lose it, Bob and Chicken? Oh, I think I did. Yep. That's another color. I was cheating and choosing to not swap out. Swap out the bobbin, so I just topped off another one, and I'm going to throw this one in there. And now my top and my bottom don't match. But they're both neutrals, and they will be just fine. And if they aren't, I will switch it. And now I've got a problem with it. There we go. Holy smokes! Stop it. Hi, Becky. I'm just hanging here. Oh, you're getting commercials? Sorry. I've got it programmed so when we do the live sale, they won't come on. But I also have to do that on my computer, and I just started this with my phone, so I didn't know what my defaults are. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube anymore. If you guys haven't heard, we've extended the date for the Quilts of Valor June contest on Facebook to Saturday. So if you need more time or still want to make something, do it. Why is this not cutting? I bet you there's some lint in there. I am not getting in there right now. This is the Wild Honey line from Layla Boutique for Moda. It's coming out in November. I received a layer cake of it and some Magic Dot coordinating fabrics when I went to Moda. And so I am making a quilt out of the Make It Big book from Fabric Cafe. And I'll show you what I'm working on. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm making 9 patches with 5-inch squares to be the centers because it's a really big block. And right now that's what I've got, a bunch of 9 patches, and I'm putting the little outer borders on. This block has a lot of light blue in it already. Thanks for joining us, Raven. It's always fun just to see who is available to pop in. Hi, Linda. You weren't expecting to see me today. I wasn't expecting anyone to see me today either, if you can't tell. I'm just here. Aw, don't know if you realize that you just became a member and you're a softie. Woohoo! Thank you. We love our softies. And if you do a bigger contribution, you're called a big softie. I was very creative, right? Yeah. All right, so we're getting there. You know what? She did. Okay, that, Linda, thank you. I remember seeing it, and I couldn't remember where I saw it or who did it, and I thought it was Quilts of Valor. But yes, it was Leanna that used it. And I just came unthreaded, and this is the one thing I really struggle with on this machine, because I cannot figure out how to do the automatic needle threader, because it goes the wrong way for me. And my stepdaughter used my machine yesterday, and a couple things got moved, including my little needle threader guide thing. Okay. Go. Is anybody else sewing? It sounded like Marlene was going to make some bags, or no, Pat was cutting out bags. Is anybody else sewing? Okay, so I've got some of these, and then, or one of these so far, and then this is the other block. So the blue really pops, doesn't it? That's why I've got the light blue on here, but I'm wondering if the white would make it pop more. I do like the idea of it being blue. I'm gonna leave it. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to this. You're at the quilt planning phase. Ooh. Oh, Brianna, you're doing kaleidoscope pieces? I have fiddled with that. I ended up not liking what I did, and I just, like, gave it all away. But I need to attempt it again. It seems like it wouldn't be too bad. Now, if you can handle kaleidoscope, you can handle applique. Starla likes kaleidoscope. Okay, she doesn't like, she loves kaleidoscope. Oh goody, can I get one more? I can. Nice, Starla. Half of your project, or which project are you talking? The mystery quilt or another project? Did you say and I missed it? Nice. Yeah, blue and yellow are stunning together. Paisley floor. Oh, I bet that's pretty. Starla, I hope you will post pictures and let us see it. Even if it's just your progress. It doesn't have to be finished. Show us what you're doing. And for sure, I want to see this Kaleidoscope quilt with some stages of it. Piper is doing better. She's not coughing. But she's on a diuretic, so she drinks and pees a lot. But the fluid is not retaining in her lungs, and that's awesome. That makes me very happy. She sleeps a lot. She's 13 and a half, so I guess they consider that an old dog, although she's a little dog, and I think little dogs are supposed to live longer. We'll see. We'll see what kind of life I can get out of her. She's doing great though. I don't let her run up and down stairs because she's got a bad leg and bad back. So, and that obviously would get her heart going anyway, so I just minimize what activity I can, but she's a dog and she's also going deaf, and I think it's funny. We can sneak up on her without trying. Just she's out cold. She's very tired and obviously not hearing very well, but then she gets startled, and of course then she gets all excited and barks, and so I keeping her not exciting or getting excited, that's not happening, but she's doing good. So Piper's my little chihuahua, if any of you are wondering who I'm talking about. You took a stack and whack workshop with your guild, Maureen says, and loved how the first one came out. Made 2 more, both Halloween fabrics. Okay, will you share? Show us what they look like. I never Halloween stack and whack. I really want to see it. Really want to see it. Okay, so that's going to be a long piece, and then this will be another long piece. No, you won't. Are you going to be? Nope, you're not long. Okay, I get 1 short piece and 1 long piece. Get all these blocks. Well, I don't know if they're going to get all done. They're so flimsies. That's all right, Marlene. and I do it. Yes, I have a long piece. Start by how you liking your new machine. You're not your machine. Well, it's a machine, but the setup and all that. Jealous. I am jealous, but I'm not jealous. I don't want one because there's no place for it, and it's just one more thing. But I would love to have one. So. You just need time to learn it. You got lots of time now. Andrea's here. Hi. Hope everyone's doing well today. Just took a break from 350 half square triangles. You deserve a break. Let me get that light out there. Sorry. The cutie is where you put the domestic on the carriage. I know that is one anyway. There might be others, but the cutie frame. Oh, did it again. Stop it. Darn needle. Start off, what my understanding is it will sit on whatever table you have that you want. It's but it doesn't have legs. It's not that type of a frame. That was broken thread. I have not seen that or had that happen. That was a big, I know, I'm like 3 stitches from the end, so I'm not quite done with that. But I wonder why it snapped. All right. Did I thread you wrong? I've been doing a lot with you threaded. Hate this. I know where I can get a needle threader, but that would require standing up, and I do not want to stand up. I do not want to go anywhere. Come on, buddy. There you go. You know, I could use tweezers too. I just like to complain, evidently. What's going on? Nice. Yeah, Cat needs, she needs quilts, so let's keep those coming. Okay, we're getting there. So I'm working on this quilt out of this book. And these are big square blocks that I am putting these inside. So these are 5 by 5 pieces. Actually, I don't think they're, I think I trimmed them down. Nope, I did leave them at 5. So it's basically 15 by 15. It's big, big square. And so that's what I'm putting in the middle of this. These are going to be 9 patches. And fabric I'm using is this Wild Honey by Lila Boutique that comes out in November. So I have this fabric from when I went to Moda, and I am playing with it. And we're going to see how this turns out. Nice. All right, last 3. And then I might put this project to the side and start playing with the Christmas one that needs, no, that needs to go up on the wall. Okay, I don't know what's going on, so I'm just rethreading, and I'm going to put in the right color. How do you guys store your thread? This is how I store mine. In this big free-for-all bucket. Although my embroidery thread is neatly organized in big bins, and that's over there. But my sewing thread in here. But oh, I know what I want to do. I got some new thread from Wonderfil that I want to try out. So I got this sampler when I went to Reddy Blake, and Wonderfil is making the confetti cotton threads that will be their top 40 colors. I thought it was 30, it's just 40. And they are coming out this month, so anytime. And so we're going to get these big spools, and this is I'm not sure which color it is. It doesn't say on here, but it's one of the primary confetti cotton colors. They also gave us a sample of this variegated. Does anyone use variegated for piecing? It's got gray and blue and yellow. I think it's really pretty. Probably works really well. And we got sample bobbins. So I've got the big bobbin, which is the Jumbo B, which I believe Bernina machines, or some Bernina machines, will take this. I'm not sure if my Sweet 16 will take it. I'm going to have to look at the other bobbins like this. Then also there's a Class 15 bobbin, which I don't have any machines that take that. I think that goes in like the basic Singer machines, or not Singer, but the not featherweight, but the Singer machines. There might be some others too, perhaps Brother White, the more economical versions of sewing machines versus the high end. I believe take Class 15. I could be wrong. But anyway, I have these 2 bobbins, so I can't use them unless I transfer them. But I do want to try the thread. I have heard really, really, really good things about it. Super excited to try it. And I have a pre-wound bobbin in the bobbin already. That's a good one. So I should be good there. We just got a whole bunch of new thread in. We have the whole Deco Bob display of their basics from Confetti, or Wonderfil. Deco Bob is specifically for quilting. It is a lightweight quilt thread, just like this. You can see it's quite thin. Where's my camera? Here we are. But it is strong, really strong, and it's double gassed and cotton. There's a whole process. This is premium, there we go, thread. So it's supposed to also be really low on lint, and we all know I need that help. I'm gonna just put this over here, except you don't want to work that way. Why? I got this little gadget also from Wonderful. I have these in the shop too, but you can put a bigger spool on it, and then this part spins, and then you put your thread through there, but it's good for smaller spools. This actually will work with that because the peg will come up through there, but then this sits on top. I don't think that's going to work. It doesn't seem like it sits low enough. I'm going to put on my big cone off to the side and let it just come from there, even though I don't have the big cone. I've got the cone holder. Although this thread is, I think it's tangled on itself. It's not coming off. There we go. I just like the way the tension works when it comes from not my top spools. Love it. Okay. Anyway, let's get to this. Let's do it. This seems to be the Let's Watch Lynne Struggle with Things show. Usually I edit a lot of this stuff out. And Wonderful will be here long enough that Marlon will come in and say hi. He might be just staying outside as long as he can tolerate it. I don't know the temperature today, but it's too warm for me. Okay, here I go again. Are you a good clean edge? No. Yeah, it is Canadian. Yep. And the guy, they're out of Canada, but the guy is Asian, and I cannot remember if he's Korean or Chinese, but he has his own factories where he gets them made, the threads made, and they're super high quality. I'm really liking their thread. I'm really excited to have this to sew with now. I just hate my machine. Come on. Am I going to have to go get a threader? Am I going to have to? There we go. Oh, that was way easier than I expected. Notice I have to take my glasses off just to see it close. Yep. I have a long tail. That should not come out, at least for a minute. Aww. Thank you, Andrea. Well, actually, pretty much most of you in the chat, or everyone I see, you guys have been really supportive for us, and thank you. We sure appreciate it. We are, yeah. We work out of our house. Hi, Katie. I did not do the thing yet. I just didn't get there yet. Oh, I did it again. You know, I struggle with this. I love this machine, but the two things it gives me the most grief with, it keeps happening. And that is the pedal that will cut the thread when I rest my foot. And the other is I cannot figure out the automatic needle threader, so I have to thread it by hand. And I don't know how to adjust the length of when you cut. And I end up with like a really short tail, and if I don't do the leader ender thing, which, let's face it, I don't do very often, I shall do it right now though, I end up with it pulling the needle out, the thread out of the needle. All right. Thanks, Katie. I am playing with Wild Honey, Lila Boutique's newest line that will be coming out in November. I got my hands on a layer cake, and I am making a quilt out of the latest Fabric Cafe book. If anyone's new and hasn't seen what I'm up to, that's what I'm up to. Let's see. The video's backwards. It's annoying. It's on my phone because we're on my phone, and you guys have probably noticed this with Leanna, but I can't flip it on my phone. I don't know what the deal is. So you get things backwards. Annoying. I can do it. I can do it. Wow, okay. Wow. I dare with these scissors. All right, time for more blue. Might as well watch me. I'm so fascinating. Let's see. Are you be straight? Are you straight? Will you be straight? Can we all be straight? It probably is, Starla. I tend to just use things until they won't work anymore, which is not ideal. I need to switch a lot of things out. I do. Hi, Susan. Welcome. I am just sewing. I just decided instead of making a video, I was gonna just turn the camera on and just sew. So there's no plan with today. We're more just chatting as you guys watch me sew in reverse because I'm on my phone and that's I'm making a bunch of blocks that look like this. And there's another one. Anywhere. I saw that happen. I saw it. Piper, would you come in and see me? And here we go again. Hope you guys are getting more accomplished than me. Hi, Annette. I'm just sewing. No, nothing other than I didn't want to make a tutorial because I'm not really not tutorial worthy. It's just a sewing, and I wanted to sew. Although it is fun because it's a new fabric line that is not come out yet, and it's the latest Fabric Cafe book, which I have not made anything out of yet. So I'm playing. Let's see how this works. And now I need more. Maybe I don't want Starla to watch me cut this time. Starla, don't look. Close your eyes. Let's see here. I don't think I need 2 pieces, just 1. Hello? We've got company coming downstairs. Let's see what's going on. Hey.
What's my dad here?
I think he's in a shed. They're counting inventory.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. And it looks like I need some power. Let's give us some juice. There we go. Oh, 5%. And I just now noticed that. That was scary. Time to leave for the airport. Well, thanks for popping in for a minute. Travel safe. You don't need that light, do you? No. This is the last piece of the block, or the border on the 12 blocks that I made. So, and honestly, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I want to actually make the pattern that inspired this. I have so much other fabric. I don't know yet. Piper, here's somebody. Somebody! Let's see here. Who are you barking at? Hey! Hey! There's nobody down here. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of new threads. And we have lots of colors. I also have a lot of just your basic, neutrals for quilting and piecing. But we do have colors. They're all quilting cotton. who's down here? Julia, your mom was just here. What?
Where's Grandpa?
Come here. I'm on the camera.
Where's Grandpa?
Do you want to say hi to the ladies?
Hi.
Grandpa is out in the shed.
Um,
He's out working.
I need batteries for this.
He sounds tired. What kind of batteries did she look? You're like, what kind of batteries does he take? Oh, we need a screwdriver. Yeah, you need Grandpa. You're gonna have to wait for him to come in though. Yes, you got that right. Julian, he's a cutie. I'm trying to decide what I want to do now. Because I have the blocks. I have 12 of these made.
Well, where's my mom?
I think she went to look for your dad. She came down asking for him, and I told her he's in the shed, and then she left, and maybe she's in the shed too. I don't know. Welcome to our basement and the family. All right, this tells me after you make your blocks, we're making a lot of strips. Not sure if I want to do it. There's a lot of half square triangles in this pattern. I don't want to make half square triangles. I might just do something else with this inspired block. So I have 6 of each. Maybe I'll just throw them up on the wall and then do a white sashing. That actually makes me happy because then it's not terribly busy. I think I shall do that. You guys want to come with me over to the design wall, which is right there? Let's over there. I know she did, and I know. I'm just not feeling the stripes, and I'm kind of thinking it might be busy because we've got a checkerboard and then the stripes going through it. So, and I don't feel like doing that much work right now. I'm just taking the easy way out. How does that sound? I'm just gonna do wide sashing. I think it will be stunning. So I'm gonna take you guys over there. See if I can get you over there. Okay, except my phone needs to be plugged in. Whoop, giving you a view of a mess. Okay, let's run over there. Rawr. Oh, you know, I don't know. Let's set some lights on. The other side of the room has not been used today. Where can I put this? I found a phone mount. Sorry guys, bear with me. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna clip it to. Oh, right there. Are you gonna work? There.
Lynne,
Yeah?
do you have any screwdrivers?
We're gonna wait for Grandpa. Okay. I know. It's okay. Oh, we need to get the power pack back in. There. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys. let's see what we could, when we put these up. They're big. And I made 12. You cannot see what I'm doing. There. Sorry, everybody. Okay. It's not going to let us. Oh, come on. Stay put. My edges have been handled too much. But it'll be fine. Evidently that did not get pressed very good. I have more blocks, so I guess I'll go down. All right, so there it is. I actually think it'll be really pretty with just the white. Kind of pretend my design wall it doesn't have lines. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put like a, I don't know, 4-inch sashing, maybe. Keep it kind of nice and wide. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. Thanks. Yeah, that's easy. So I just have to decide if I want to turn any blocks. And I do have some flower blocks right here that when I assembled the block, if it had a direction, I did keep the direction the same. So I am going to, that one's upside down. Yeah, this has 2 flower blocks. Just get them all right side, right, upside down. And I always have to stare at the wall before I decide if this is the layout that I like. That's right side, upside down. Right. Oh! Okay, I lied. Either that or I wasn't paying attention. I'm thinking I'm going to have to pick that block up because it's the only one, that one, that went in 2, oh, here's another one. This one went in 2 different directions too. The pink and the white block. So now I'm just going to let them all go topsy-turvy anyway, because it will look better if it looks like it's planned chaos. How's that sound? Let's turn you guys sideways. We're gonna just tip you around. Something like that. Jelly roll strips. That would be good. I just don't have any jelly roll strips. I'm just gonna cut stuff out. try to distribute my colors. These two are the same block, not right next to each other. That's the same. This is where Sudoku comes into play and try to mix things up a bit. Let's see if I do that. I'm gonna have to stare at the wall for a little bit. Anyway, all right, enough of that, Oh, guess what? Vanessa also gave us the mini gel roll. That's Lila Batik. This is not gel roll. Mini charm and this cute pillow pattern. But maybe I'll take these little mini charms and make cornerstones. But now that I think about it, I have a whole bunch of fabric over there that I have, I still have to use. So maybe I'll just leave this how it is, leave it in its own little kit, and then cut some little cornerstones out, or leave it. And now I think I like the idea of leaving it. I don't know. You guys have to tell me. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I will let you guys go. It's been 2 hours of whatever, but thanks for hanging out with me, and watch for more of these. I'll probably be doing a little more of these. And thanks again. Bye, guys. I gotta turn you off. Bye.